This is you, standing before the towering walls of the Ludus, the gladiator school, your heart racing as you prepare to step into the life of a gladiator. But this isn't a path you chose, far from it. Just weeks ago, you were an ordinary farmer, dreaming of a better future. Then, your village was raided by soldiers, and everything changed. Before you knew it, you had been captured and sold into slavery, your life forever altered. As a prisoner of war, you became a pawn in a brutal game, with no say in your fate. Often victims like you are forced to fight for the entertainment of a bloodthirsty crowd. As you enter the Ludus, the sound of clashing wooden swords and shouts from the Lanistai, the trainers, fills the air, setting your nerves on edge. It isn't a magical experience. It's more like a brutal military boot camp, where dreams of glory collide with harsh reality. You watch seasoned fighters train, their muscles glistening as they engage in a deadly dance. Every duel is a reminder that survival is the only prize here. In this moment, a flicker of determination ignites within you. You refuse to be just another nameless casualty. Your goal is clear. Survive each brutal lesson and earn your freedom, a chance to reclaim the life that was so violently stolen from you. You get ready for your first day in the Ludus. Training begins at dawn, meaning goodbye to your beauty sleep. Your mornings consist of wielding wooden swords that feel heavier than they look. Sure, it's just practice, but every swing comes with the threat of hitting your training partner, or worse, getting hit yourself. It's basically a bruiser's paradise where every lesson is learned the hard way. The Ludus is harsh, and the lessons are brutal. Lannister aren't handing out cookies and encouragement. Instead, it's all about sweat, bruises, and the occasional splatter of someone else's blood. The bonds with fellow gladiators form quickly. They're the only ones who share your agony and aspirations amidst the constant brawl. Together, you learn the moves that might save your life in the arena, because no one wants to be the guy who trips over his own feet while trying to impress the crowd. When the time finally comes to step into that sandy pit, you'll have more than just a few wooden sword scars. You'll have the grit and grind necessary to fight for survival in front of a roaring audience. After the grueling training at the Ludus, you officially become a gladiator. Well done. You've gone from a confused newbie dodging wooden swords to a warrior ready to step into the spotlight. You put on the powerful but painful armor that turns you into a spectacle for the masses. Let's talk about that armor you'll be strapping on. You might think it's designed to keep you safe, but in reality, it feels like you're encased in a clunky metallic shell that limits your every movement. Each piece is crafted to offer some protective value while making you feel like a walking statue. The most common setup includes a helmet to guard your noggin, a chest plate to protect your vital organs, the ones that keep you alive, and shin guards that might as well be made of cardboard for all the good they'll do against a sword. Now, you might be wondering, what about comfort? That's rich. Comfort is a luxury reserved for the audience munching on popcorn while you take your chances in the pit. You'll often feel stuck in your armor, moving like a rusty robot. Mounting a horse becomes an Olympic sport, and getting back up after a tumble. Good luck with that. As you gear up, the cheers of the crowd echo like a heavy metal concert, hunger for bloodlust. It's showtime. With your heart racing, you step into the pit, instantly regretting the decision to skip breakfast when you catch sight of an equally pumped-up opponent wielding his sword. In the arena, the motto is simple: fight or be fought. Gladiators face off against each other, often in spectacular battles that even Hollywood would envy. As you engage in combat, you quickly learn that it's not just about wildly swinging your weapon. Timing, strategy, and understanding your opponent's moves become crucial. Your days are filled with brutal engagements that could earn you a place in history or doom you to be yesterday's story. Each fight pushes you beyond your limits, because in Rome, it's not about whether you win or lose. It's about how fabulous you look while doing it. As you await your turn, adrenaline surges through your veins. The crowd's roars growing louder, their excitement palpable. You might find yourself wondering if there are any actual winners in this gladiatorial gig. You could emerge victorious, basking in the applause. Or you could end up like yesterday's lunch, smeared in the sand. And let's be real. In the heat of battle, your initially glamorous life as a gladiator can turn sour faster than you can shout, "I miss my mommy." When you're not dodging swords or fending off ferocious beasts, you're caught up in the frenzy of the crowd's chants. which swing from thunderous cheers to merciless boos faster than a bad comedy act. Seriously, they should have added mortal danger as part of your job description. But reality kicks in. Not every day in the arena ends with you taking glory and soaking in applause. Just when you think squaring off with a fellow gladiator is daunting enough, fate laughs in your face. Today, you'll be facing not one, but 3 lions. Because nothing says entertainment like a human versus lion showdown. This is a popular spectacle, and some gladiators are even trained specifically for beast fights. The reality of your situation crashes down like a ton of bricks. A mix of adrenaline and sheer dread surges through you. Are they kidding? 3 massive beasts are eyeing you like you're their next meal. This isn't an arena, it's a buffet. As you prepare to face your fate, a sense of determination washes over you. You'll need agility, strategy, and a hefty dose of luck. Today's fight could either be a glorious victory or a tragic ending, and you're determined it will be the former. With a deep breath, you shift your stance, keeping low and alert. The lions, massive and ferocious, inch closer, muscles rippling beneath their golden fur. As they circle you, your heart pounds like a war drum, and the crowd roars, their eager shouts echoing in your ears, hungry for blood and spectacle. Suddenly, one lunges forward, teeth bared and claws ready. You dodge just in time, feeling the rush of air as it swipes past you. The audience erupts, their cheers intensifying your adrenaline. This isn't just a fight, it's a performance, and you intend to steal the show. Your training kicks in. You can't panic. Timing and strategy are everything. You sidestep in another attack, using your agility to stay one step ahead. Grabbing a nearby spear left behind by another gladiator, you take aim and thrust it forward, catching one of the lions off guard. The crowd roars as you hit your mark, and the injured lion howls, creating chaos that distracts its companions. Seizing the moment, you dart between the 2 remaining lions, feeling invincible. But just as you think you might pull off the impossible, they regroup and charge. Panic flares briefly, but you remind yourself, this is survival. In a whirlwind of movement, you weave through their furious attacks. Gathering your strength, you strike again, landing blows that send the last 2 lions crashing to the ground. The roar from the spectators reaches a fever pitch. With the last lions down, you stand victorious amidst the blood and sand. Today, you have not only survived, but earned your place in history, proving that a gladiator can emerge a legend. And most importantly, you've reclaimed your freedom. It feels surreal, like a dream you never thought possible. Yet, beneath the excitement, your thoughts drift to your fallen friends, those brave souls who once fought alongside you in the ludus. They faced the same fierce opponents but weren't as lucky. You remember their hopeful faces, now lost to the brutality of the arena. Those who have fallen fade into nameless casualties. Stepping down from the arena, your heart swells with a bittersweet mix of pride and sadness. Your victory means more than survival. It symbolizes resilience. With freedom in your grasp, you are determined to forge a future that honors all who came before you, warriors in their own right. With freedom in your grasp, you turn away from the arena and head back to your life, discovering that it hasn't changed much. Even after those brutal battles and hard-won victories, you are still a poor farmer, a forgotten name in the annals of history, like your life as a gladiator never existed. But most importantly, you are grateful for your freedom. Well, my gladiator, or should I say poor farmer, you've made it this far, so I hope you enjoyed this life story. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. I appreciate your support. And let me know in the comments which ancient life story you'd like to see next.